Okay, so I'm doing a test right now to see if this is going to work. Um, I'm hoping that the sound is not too nerve wracking for you, and I'm hoping not. Um, I'm recording off of the camera that you're seeing here is my iPhone, and so I'm just trying to make it where I'm sorry, you can see it. See the design. I think it's working. I think you can see that pretty good. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm actually making a key file. What I think is going to happen, I think is going to go over. See this? These are the lines which make the middle. I think it's going to go over when it does my name, but this is just a test anyway, just to see. I'm hoping it don't go over. Um, because I did fold it in half, but when I did it the second time, I didn't test it. So, and then the reason why um, you're seeing the split screen is because I'm trying to test out the good camera angle for over here. Turn it on, it might be helpful. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm trying to get a good angle. Hey, that looked really good. What I did was I lined it up on my mat and then I put it in there so I could be able to put the name on it prior to me putting the back on. And I'm just testing out my big machine because I haven't used it in a while. I think I have only used it to do the tote bags. But you see how fast that goes compared to the other one. Okay, and then this is do this. I don't have anything programmed. Let me see. I did have something ready so I could do because I messed up on the cancer ribbons. Um, let me see if I have one here. What else did you change the stitch Let me see. I have my small camera, what I call my small camera, here, but I like it so you can see the stitch out. But in order for me to show you the screen, I would have to just move it a little bit. Cancer. Oh yeah, it's on here. Yay. Wow, that's impressive. Thanks everyone. 33. Thanks everyone for watching. That's cool. Well, this is the best part. This is the Here we go. Okay, and so I need to change my hoop to 130 over 180 30, 180 130. Press go. And then I'm just going to slide this in here. And and then I'm going to put in, open this up, and I'm going to put in that pink, which is the light pink, which is this one. Okay, so let me put you over here more. See, I'm getting a shadow right here. But okay, let's thread this baby. I went online to online store and I bought some Brother Red thread because I've been reading the reviews and they're saying that it's some pretty decent thread. Because I have this box, and this is going to sound stupid, but it's not. I have this box of thread that I bought from Amazon, and it's the Smith. Is that Smith thread? It's called Smith thread, and when I get ready to do my show, I don't want to be stuck with trying to figure out which colors to bring and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. So what I decided to do was I decided to okay, so this is going to do the stitch out, so I know where to put the stuff. What I decided to do was oh, this is finished. Okay, so this is what this looks like, and I'm doing P5s, and I had to do it on the big hoop because the name is so large or long, and I needed to position it in order to get it in there. And what I did was I just taped it down. And so I'll try this. I'll use my other machine, my small 6-needle one, to get this done. So then, I lost my train of thought of what I was talking about. I'm just practicing right now to make sure these camera stuff work. I did change my room around today because if you can tell right here, I got I moved that chair out and put it in my son's bedroom. That is this computer over here is the computer that goes to this machine, to the big machine, and then my computer here is where I'm doing my recording and stuff. So I cut this in. I put this on here just so I could be able to just try it out. I was talking about the thread. Okay, so I bought the thread because when I go out to shows or do events and stuff, I don't want to have to pick a thread here, pick a thread here, pick a thread here. I want the ability to just work with what I'm using. Okay, so I'm getting ready to just go to this one so you can just see that. And what it's doing is just doing the tack down. I'm going to reach and I'm going to see if this is better if I close this curtain. Pull it back some. What I need is I'm going to need a light. Okay, so what it did was it did the outline. And so I'm going to take some cream. Here, let me.
Well, hopefully the pause wasn't too much.
That's me. We don't want to see me. I want to put back on that extra camera. Oh, add. There we go.
Yeah, you sure could. Pretty small amount of hay, though.
Okay. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut this out. And this is my makeshift area because I still have one wall that has stuff that's not sewing. And I'm going to eventually get that out of here, but that's my husband's. He's planning his makeshift vegetable. His, what do you call those things? Seasonings. Because he's the person who cooks. But I'm going to relocate them into the kitchen. Okay, so you see I can't cut straight to save my own life, but we're gonna just stick this in here because I did make these, but guess what I did? Forgot to put the back on. So I'm watching a video too, so that's what you're hearing. Okay, so this is what we're gonna move you straight to this. So what I like about this program, the eCam program, is I know it. That's what I like about it. I know it. And so I'm trying to still decide, because I have to next month, as I was saying before, to get the other software. Okay, so it's doing the there. So now you can see it. I'm doing the cancer ribbon, but the problem is I have a problem with the backlight. Let me see if I can bring in a light. Try to bring in some light back here. Is that better? Not really. Let's do this. Is that better? Not really. What I was trying to avoid was bringing in my other tripod. Let me see something. Okay. So in my other room, I have these big lights. Okay, that light is obviously it's too small. It's driving me crazy already. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm all in your way probably. Let me see if I can bring this camera back in. Okay, so I have these lights, and they sit on my table in the other room. And so I'm going to see if I can clamp it to the table to give me more light. So I'm going to hit pause right quick so I'm not in your way. Because this got quite a bit to go. Okay. So I know that was a blink for y'all, but it took me like 5 minutes to get this set up. I think this works with that light. But what I might do is bring in the other one because it's a pair. And with that pair, put the other one on the other side so then it'll shine on both my machines. Because what you don't see is this. That's my machine is front facing. That's the other one is going sideways. So I have both of them on this table. And I have this table standing up high as it can go because I like that height. Hell. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Just unscrew this thing off here. Okay, so now it's time to change the color to the darker pink. Okay, and so I'm using some Madeira thread. I've had this thread for a while, so I'm hoping it works. But they say this is supposed to be the best thread, one of the best threads on the market. Oh, I hate this knot and needle threader. Epic 2 is in my view because it has an automatic needle threader. It's in my view. Epic 2 is expensive though. It's going to cost me as much as a car. As much as a car. But I'm going to buy it eventually. I told my husband yesterday, honey, I need to earn $6,000. And he's like, why? I'm like, for this word machine. He was like, yeah, you need to earn that. Ain't no taking it out the bank account, mister. It was his plain example. Because normally I'd be like, yeah, I want this. And he's like, oh, just go ahead and buy it. He didn't say that about this. He was like, yeah, you need to earn it. I'm like, you funny, Mr. Man. But I got you. I earn it. The one thing I like about these lights too is they are rechargeable. I have the plugs for them, but they run by batteries too. Yeah, they run by batteries. Let's see. Is this going to give this more light? And they have a remote control, which I love, love, love. So I can turn them on and off with the remote.
Subscribe to the channel and also click the bell. Click the bell so you get notified.
Okay. Our percentage of light and our amount of light. And we're going to dip this facing down and turn it. I think this is going to be in the way of my PE770 applicability of that arm. Let's see. I think it'll be okay. I think I have just enough room. I think I have just enough room. How is that? Is that any better? I think that's better. Sorry. You know I'm over here jigging around with the camera. Sorry. I know I'm over here messing with stuff. Here we go. I think that's the best place. I think that's good. I'm like, what's going on here? There we go. I'm like, what y'all can't see is I can see in the background is open windows. And I'm not there. I can see open windows. Okay. I think that looks really good. Oh yeah, that's a difference. That did make a difference. These lights also have this. They have the remote for these, and so um, there's on and off, and there's dim. See, what I'm doing is I'm moving the percentage, and so that makes it brighter, 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 really bright. I don't want to wash it out, so we're going to take that to 85 cents and say set. And then the 32 is the color depth, I think. So as you can see the depth, ooh, that's nice. Look, because you can tell the depth of color as it goes down. So I think I want to leave it back up there, but I don't want to shoot out. I like it. My battery is going dead. And my remote, my batteries is going dead. My husband said there was some more batteries, but where did I put them? Okay, so, oh, this piece. Right when the light change, drop the milk out of there. I need to put it back, so you're going to see a light shift. I need to put this nut back on this screw piece. Now, both machines now have let. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it. Look at that. Didn't it turn out well? Batteries. Batteries. Okay, I got to do a battery finagle. So I'm going to take my batteries out of this white set and I'll leave it open to remind myself that I need to put a battery back in there. So I have batteries for my lights. Yeah, I know y'all probably be like, this woman is nuts. I can do the stupidest things. Like I just closed my finger up in the battery compartment when I closed it. Okay, so I'm going to add the look of me and I should, I don't know why it don't show my split screen. And plus, there we go. Plus the split screen. But that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a full swap camera crop split screen. I don't want to crop the split screen. I want it to be a split screen. Okay. Select all cameras and take these two off. I'm trying to show y'all something. That's why these cameras, as I'm doing this, select all. This camera not going. Just seeing. There we go. So this camera is not on, and this camera is not on. And so now you see the split. So what I wanted to show you, which I need to move this tripod to kind of show you, is how I set up the lights. So see those lights, if you can tell, let me see if I can do it. They connect to the table. I'm watching the video on my TV. Oh no! With that light there, it blocks my TV view. Okay. So then the next time y'all see me, this table is going to be in a different area because it's blocking my TV view. But that's what those lights are. And those lights came from my other room, and that's my little small camera. And now this is the view. So it looks the same, but kind of different because there's stuff different in here. And I'm taping on my camera. I downloaded an app from, somewhere. It's called NDI, and it allows for full split screens. And I did just pay for another app that didn't give me full split screen, and I'm mad because I already had the NDI on here, and that sucked. So I just spent unnecessary money, basically. So that's what the setup looks like. But I'm going to have to change it, and I'll be able, when I move it, I'll probably just move it right here and put these sewing machines there. So then my desk is here that I use my computers because it has to be near the 6 needle. So the computer can reach it to send the designs. So I'll just swap these two areas, and that'll be fine. Okay, so now, it's time to change. Let's go here. You can see how that looks. Now it's time to put the blue on, and it's only got the blue around the edges. And this is what I messed up on this design before. I forgot to put the back on. So now I'm just gonna get this black, and I'm just gonna put the back on. I waste a lot of vinyl sometimes because I don't measure. I do waste vinyl. My saving grace is this is all vinyl that I bought from Joann's, not Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and the young man mistakenly gave it to me for 50% off, and the rest I bought from um, Joann's with a 50% off. So I don't do this with my glitter stuff though, because you better believe that glitter stuff cost a fortune. So I don't make those mistakes with my glitter. I really truly measure with that. But the Hobby Lobby and the Joann's, not so much. Okay, so I just slid it underneath. Normally I take it off and blah blah, but I did not do that this time. Um, as you can see, because this is right here, it's easy for me to just. Oh, this is almost gone. Ooh, that's almost nothing in there. That probably won't do a. No, that won't do nothing. That'll make me mad. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a blue because what I'm using is all of these old spools of threads that I had in like little bitty things like this. It's too small to really do anything big. And so if this runs out, I have another one. And I'm using up all of this stuff via my samples and projects. And if you can tell how quickly I'm able to thread this machine because I'm right on top of it. Okay, and there, this is the last part, and it's just the back go around stitch, and I will go around this twice because I like the stability of doing it 2 times. Um, okay, I'm gonna quit the big machine because that was just some practice, and I'm gonna turn this off and give my iPhone a break, mainly because the battery is probably almost dying. So I'm going to just connect this up to my charger. There we go. And now you can see the finishing stitches and how nice that looks. How nice that looks. I don't have the um, manual focus on this camera because um, it it has that little box. You know how it doesn't have a clean HDMI. That's why I don't use that because there's not a clean HDMI with it. But um, I have it focused in pretty good for you to be able to see it. And I think as a I'm a technology person when it comes to buying equipment, not necessarily using it all. Um, but I'm going to switch my I'm going to switch my oh, that's how you do it. Okay, so I'm going to switch my what do you call this thing? I'm gonna switch it out for in my iPad. Mm. There's problems in there's problems with this thread. Problem. Okay, so let's take this out. We need this little bitty tiny spool to last through this stitch out. We need you to last, mister. So what I'll do is when I switch this table, I'll just push it to the back. Okay, so fixing this, and then I'm just gonna back up these stitches. It'll back up to. Yeah. I'll just push it so these lights will be in the back.
So I don't have any plans for the blocks today.
This is what I knew it. This thread is not any good.
You know, use my same colors.
Okay, so it's up here. It's not necessarily the thread, it's the spool thing.
I started
I
to
didn't
took the gold off from yesterday.
put it on here correctly. And don't put it on right. The machine is not going to work right. Okay, let's see.
There we go. Winging it is the best part. Yeah, I really, literally don't have any plans for it. I mean, I know the colors that I'm going to be using. But that's about it. That's what you wrote on that.
Do this again.
So maybe you guys can help. Lynn can help too, and we'll figure it out. Yes. Okay. You know what the design looks like. So, okay, guys, the big question.
It took me forever to figure out this camera angle. Now I got to change it and make it a new camera angle. But practice make perfect.
So what do you guys think it is? Lynn and I.
Is that true? Practice make perfect. Practice make done, because it don't necessarily make perfect. Practice make complete. I'm not gonna look for perfect, because perfect sometimes is, well, in my opinion, perfect is never attainable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I need to pick. I don't have any. What do you call that stuff? I don't have any glitter vinyl. That like HTV type vinyl to put on the back of my snap tab. And so I'm waiting for the snap tab parts to come in the mail. Not snap tabs, key fobs, you know, the key fob pieces. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. And so as soon as it come in the mail, I can finish this key fob up. What I think, I want to put a lining in it so that, you know what, this is just practice. So I probably will not line it, but I will go buy some HTV. I'm right-handed, and I got it on the right side, but I kind of wish it was on the other side. No, I don't. Shaniva, you're so indecisive about stuff. I probably would have been happy if it was on both sides, which is what I probably should have done. But it was my test to see how I can get this on here. And so next I will do these because I learned how to cut the little strips out. I learned how to cut the strips out on my Cricut so that I don't have to spend time measuring back and forth and that kind of stuff. So we're almost done. Switcher. You don't want no switching. So this turned out really, really good. I think the lighting really helped it. If I move this, my husband is probably gonna have to fit. I'm sitting here looking at the little area, which all he has is a table and a planter right now in here, and I'm thinking about moving it into another place in the house, in this room, under the TV. I'm thinking about moving it under the TV. So, oh, okay, it's done. Okay, so since it's done, what I like to do for my peace of mind is I like to go back to that last step and restart it. And that just gives it extra security. And I do this on almost every one of my designs. It's not something that I probably even have to do, but it just, in my opinion, makes it a little stronger. And if you can see it, it looks even better with that second stitch. I think it looks much better with that second stitch. I see one problem with me trying to move stuff is that heat vent will be blocked if I put anything over there. Um, whoa. I want a McDreamy, or it's not called McDreamy, it's called the Dream Machine 2 or the Epic 2, but I think I really want the Dream Machine 2 because it has a scanning bed unit. Unless I can figure out how the Epic 2, which is Viking, works with that. Because most of the things I do is flat. I really don't do a lot on my big machine. So I'm not gonna invest in a bunch of 6 needles when most of my stuff I can run those two small machines, my little 770 workhorse and my Viking Ruth. Um, her name is Ruth. It's Big Brother and Ruth and Cece is the names. I can run those two at the same time and do two projects going at once before I can even get this machine up. And what I do even at night is I prep a bunch of designs in the software, and then all I have to do is upload them to the USBs and get the stuff ready. What I'm going to do to help me be more productive is I'm going to buy some more hoops. I think that if I buy more hoops, I can be more productive. Because if I buy more hoops, I can switch them out for every project, and that will make me a little faster. Um, because everything I make, uh, the money will all profit. Not the money that I spend for it, but the profit portion. Um, 50% of it all will go back to my nonprofit to do my cleaners pantry and that kind of stuff. So after we take away the cost of stuff, then we have that profit margin. It will be donated to my nonprofit, and the other 50% will go into the for-profit business. And I do that on purpose because that's how I support my nonprofit. I don't have outside funding unless I have donations or in-kind gifts. I don't get grants and stuff to do our programs. We're a 100% volunteer organization, um, except the money mostly that my husband contributes, which is a lot. And when I do stuff like sell this type of stuff, and that's why I do it. I sell. I have a dented heart pin and all my sticker sets. Everything goes back into the nonprofit on purpose because we wanted people to be aware about larynx cancer, which is a head and neck disease. And my nonprofit is the Betty Harris Larynx Cancer Awareness Center. Betty Harris Larynx Cancer Awareness Center. And the new name will be the Betty Harris Foundation because we do too much to just focus on larynx cancer. And I don't want to slight larynx cancer because that is our major focus. But we do a lot more than that now. It has been a blessing to be able to do more things. So all of the businesses that I run, or I have one business, but different entities within the business. So the Leadership Academy is part of the early group, which is my business, is the early group. Then the Sewing and Craft Academy, which will be hopefully up and running by next year because COVID shut it down, just like the Leadership Academy was shut down. And then everything that falls within those realms is a part of the early group. It's just an entity that runs inside of it. And I haven't been able to do any business for real because I've been trying to get my YouTube channel up. I've been trying to get stock in. I've been trying to learn new things. And so I haven't really done any business since COVID. Well, I can't even say really. I haven't done any. And here we go. And look how beautiful this is. So this is done. And we can take this right off. And look how cute that turned out. So I will cut these out. And then this is what the backs looks like. It's a little raggedy because of that stretch of that bobbin thread and the thread changes. But I'll clean all of that up. And that is today's episode of Sewing and Embroidery. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.